So on day one of the MAP goals, we put together our LiveBinder. Each student that was in class today has a LiveBinder account already, and so we just added a separate LiveBinder that will be specific for our math goals. And so I wanted to show you a little bit about how to do that. And I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but I will give you a brief overview here. So you have an open browser, whatever it may be. It can be Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Any of those three will work just fine. Safari's only on a Mac. Safari and Chrome can be used on both. So the students, they've been going to mramadon.com and finding this, and then right up here is a LiveBinders account, or a LiveBinders link, excuse me. And so then it'll come up to this, and then up in the upper right hand corner you'll notice that there's a login and a sign up. Now I encourage the students to use their login as their same username and same password as their Google Apps account. Most of the students did that. Some of the students did not, and so hopefully they remember their username and password. So far they've been pretty good at that. So you log in, and so there you are. So here's the different binders. You can see the one that I've created so far, but I'm going to create a new one from scratch. Over on the right hand corner here, or on the right hand side of the page here, you'll see it says start a blank binder. Okay, you don't need to build a whole new shelf. We're just going to start a blank binder. So you click that, and now it's going to ask for a username or a binder name and then description, and so we'll work our way through that. So for binder name we used MAP Goals, and I try to have the students all do the same just for consistency. And once we build sort of a structure of the LiveBinder itself, then they can get creative on what they put in the LiveBinder itself. But the structure just kind of being consistent throughout, I think will make a pretty good difference. So for the map, for the description, I'm going to put MAP Goals for 2011-2012 school year. So that's going to be the description. Now for tags, what tags are is they help us find things. As we get more and more binders, it'll sort through them. It's kind of like a filter. So the tags, I'm going to put map, comma, because you'll see here they have to be comma separated, goals, and then I'm going to put math because they're specific to math. The category is education. Leave it private, otherwise the other 6 billion people on the planet could stumble across this LiveBinder, and or other students, frankly, and we just don't need to share that with anybody that we don't want to. So leave it as private. The access key is something that when you're creating this and you're done with it and you would like to share it, so for example students sharing it with the adults in their home so that they can have a sense of what the students' goals are, you would create a unique access key. And with that, and so let's say I would create, I'd use my username or my initials, so T Amadon would be an access key, T Amadon, and then just 4 random numbers, whatever you want. And then that is the access key that I would share with anyone else that I would like to see my LiveBinder. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Okay. Use Google search to fill a binder. We're going to select that no, and then we create our binder. Now you'll notice that along the top is just these blank tabs. There are 6 specific goal areas that the MAP testing creates. And so all of the students' LiveBinders are going to have all 6 of those tabs, even though they may not have any goals under one of the tabs yet. As we move our way forward through this testing, they may at some point have something under a different tab. So that's why we're going to create all 6. So I'm going to highlight that, and the first category is number sense. And so that's great. I just do that, and then I click over to the second tab. And algebraic methods is the next tab. And then data analysis and probability. Data analysis and probability. Now you notice we've run out of tabs here. This yellow arrow at the very top, we don't want to add a new subtab. Don't do that. We want to add a new tab. And there it is. There's our new tab. And geometric concepts. Again, add a new tab. Measurement is another category, and our final tab is computation. Okay, computation. Now all of those are available, and those are again all the 6 major categories. Some of the students may have some under algebraic methods and some under data analysis and nothing under any of the 4 other tabs. That's okay. It's no problem. Okay. All right, so how do we use this? Well, let's say I want something under number sense. So number sense is a big category that one of my goals is under, and I just want a sense of maybe what number sense is like. So I can go out into the World Wide Web, and I'll just do a Google search for now, and I'm going to number sense. I'm just going to literally type that in. And okay, so Wikipedia page pulls up, and see there's worksheets, there's number machines, so there's games out there, and that's kind of up to the student to research that and find what makes sense to them. YouTube videos, pictures that they find, you can embed all that stuff. So let's just say I want a general idea of what number sense is. So hey, pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I would like to capture this entire website, this entire page, entire website in my LiveBinder. Well, all of the browsers we have installed here at school all have this LiveBinder button. If you have your own personal computer, I highly recommend doing that. I can show you how to do that in a different video. So I want this, so I'm going to go click this LiveBinder button. And it pulls up this window, and you'll notice that it's already got me logged in. Now sometimes you might not be logged in yet, but I would suggest logging into your LiveBinder and then going out into the World Wide Web and find some different games, resources, and what have you. So it says you've chosen, and it gives the web address. Okay, that's what I want. And then it has a tab title. We're going to create a sub-tab. I don't need the whole free encyclopedia thing. This seems to make sense. This gives me an idea of what I'm looking at. I want to leave enough of a description there so that I know what each tab has underneath it. And so you'll notice that there's different LiveBinders underneath here. I want it under my MAP Goals LiveBinder. And I want it under a sub-tab. I want to create small sub-tabs underneath that large tab. I do want it under the number sense, but look, it's got all the different tabs underneath there. I want it under number sense. I click Add. It'll take 10 seconds, sometimes it's shorter, to render the website, to kind of capture it and build it and all that good stuff. And after that 10 seconds, when I go back to my LiveBinders account, okay, let's go back to my LiveBinders account. And I go under number sense. There it is. There's the entire website captured. So under number sense, you see it's gray, the rest are kind of black, and then there's that tab. It's just awesome. So it captures that. It's going to put it all in one place. So now let's say I wanted to find something under measurement. All right. Or I wanted to go out to YouTube and find something under measurement. Okay, some PBS Kids Video, let's see. All right, there's Sid, the science kid, exploring measurement. So let's say I want that. Again, you have to kind of see what exactly the tools are. Okay. Okay, so let's say I wanted that, and I want to capture this. So I hit LiveBinder. There's the URL, the web address. Now there's a huge, I don't need all of that. I don't need all of that. Exploring measurement, I kind of know that, but I'll leave it there anyway. That's okay. Map goals, yes. Sub tab, and I want to go down to measurement. Down to measurement. Again, double check that I'm logged in as me. Down to measurement. There, that was quick because it doesn't have a big website to render. All right, so I can close that window. I go back to my LiveBinder. Okay, remember it was down here on measurement, Sid the science kid. Now, some YouTube videos don't like to be embedded into other websites, so what it did is it created a button. No problem, no big deal. It still captures it, but what it'll do when you click on it, it'll open a new website or a new window. No problem. Okay, excellent. So that's how to make your LiveBinder, your update, your tabs. That's how to embed both a video as well as a website. Okay. Also, one last thing, you can kind of explore this. Here is how to edit a bunch of different things. So if I want to create a new subtab, see I've got this yellow subtab under number sense. Add a new subtab. Okay. Worksheet. Okay, so I want to add a worksheet. You can upload a file, choose the kind of file, PDF, whatever it may be that you have found online or that I can provide or anything like that. So you can insert that totally on your own. Anyway, it's an unbelievable tool. This is just a sense of what it's looked like. Look at this right here. See that? Auto save completed. It's just like a Google Doc. It auto saves, so we're not going to lose anything. Auto saves, auto saves. Awesome tool. Should be helpful, and we'll just keep working with it, keep refining it as we go. Hope that helps with LiveBinders and MAP Goals.